Breaking news. Finnish court sentences Simon Ekpa to 6 years in prison for terrorism-related offenses. On September 1, 2025, the Päijät-Häme District Court in Finland convicted Simon Ekpa, a 40-year-old Finnish-Nigerian activist and self-proclaimed Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, BRGIE, of multiple terrorism-related charges. He has been sentenced to 6 years imprisonment. The ruling marks a significant development in the long-running saga surrounding Ekpa's activities, which have been linked to violence in Nigeria's southeastern region. Ekpa, who has been in custody since his arrest in November 2024, will likely serve the majority of his sentence in Finland, with potential deportation to Nigeria afterward. Simon Ekpa, born on March 21, 1985, in Ohaukwu, Ebonyi State, part of the former Biafra region, initially gained prominence as an athlete. He represented Nigeria at the 2003 African Junior Athletics Championships, winning a silver medal in the 100 meters. A knee injury ended his sports career, leading him to relocate to Finland in 2007, where he became a citizen, learned the language, and served in the Finnish military as a reservist. Ekpa integrated into Finnish society, serving as chairman of the Igbo Union Finland 2015-2019 and as a public transport officer in Lahti for the National Coalition Party, NCP. He ran unsuccessfully in local elections in 2017 and 2022. Ekpa's shift to activism began around 2021, when he positioned himself as a disciple of Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, a freedom movement seeking independence for the Biafran region in southeastern Nigeria. In April 2023, Ekpa declared himself Prime Minister of the BRGIE, a splinter faction from IPOB, which he claimed was a registered government in exile with an office in Maryland, USA. IPOB has repeatedly denounced Ekpa as a double agent, sponsored by the Nigerian government to discredit their movement. From his base in Lahti, Finland, Ekpa used social media to promote BRGIE and Autopilot, issuing calls for sit-at-home protests, lockdowns of institutions, and the formation of armed groups like the Biafra Defense Forces. These actions were accused of inciting violence, including killings of police, arson, and attacks on civilians in Biafra. Finnish authorities arrested Ekpa on November 21, 2024, along with 4 others, on suspicion of terrorism offenses. The Finnish National Bureau of Investigation, NBI, in collaboration with Nigerian authorities, alleged that Ekpa's online propaganda from August 2021 to November 2024 promoted violence in Biafra region. He was remanded in custody at Kilmakoski prison with charges including public incitement to commit crimes with terrorist intent, aggravated tax fraud, and violations of the Attorneys Act. Despite not being a lawyer, he worked as a paralegal. Prosecutors presented evidence of Ekpa's social media activities, where he allegedly urged followers to commit crimes, supplied weapons and explosives to his armed groups, and sought to establish Biafra's independence through illegal means. The court classified these groups as terrorist organizations under Finnish law. Ekpa denied all charges during interrogations. In May 2025, formal charges were filed, and a preparatory hearing occurred on May 30, 2025, where prosecutors demanded a 6-year sentence. The trial concluded today, with the court finding Ekpa guilty on all major counts. He has already served nearly a year in pre-trial detention, which will count toward his sentence. His lawyer, Carla Gummaris, had argued against the reliability of Nigerian-sourced evidence, but could not prevent the conviction. Nigerian government's response and extradition efforts. Nigeria has long sought Ekpa's extradition, viewing him as a key financier and instigator of terrorism. In December 2024, the Nigerian government froze his assets and those of 16 others linked to terrorism. President Bola Tinubu commended Finland for the arrest in January 2025, stating it would not tolerate actions and statements that could cause division among country people. The Attorney General, Latif Fagbemi, clarified in May 2025 that extradition would only occur after Finland's trial concluded. Nigerian officials, including the Chief of Defense Staff, expressed hope that the conviction paves the way for extradition. However, as a Finnish citizen and EU national, Ekpa's case involves complex international legal hurdles. Extradition to Nigeria remains uncertain and would require Finnish approval post-sentence. Rumors of his imminent return to Nigeria for trial were debunked as false in May 2025. The conviction has been hailed as a major victory against terrorism. Information Minister Mohammed Idris welcomed the sentencing, calling it a win for Nigerians. IPOB and pro-Biafran groups distanced themselves, while some Southeast leaders, like those in Enugu and Imo states, previously praised the arrest for reducing violence. Pro-Ekpa supporters, including his deputy Ngozi Orabueze, protested his arrest in December 2024 and vowed to continue sit-at-home orders. Recent X posts from supporters decry the verdict as a sealed deal with Nigeria, accusing Finland of betraying Biafran aspirations. Finnish perspective. Ekpa's NCP party removed him from candidate lists for 2025 elections amid the scandal. The Finnish ambassador to Nigeria noted in January 2025 that Ekpa's activities had hindered bilateral relations, but cooperation has improved. Critics in Nigeria's southeast, figures like Senator Orji Kalu and human rights lawyer Ifeanyi Ejiofor, have accused Ekpa of infiltrating and damaging genuine Biafra movements, linking his actions to increased insecurity.